welcome back to another episode of Schmeeg to the Sea. So this week of diving was not the greatest. We had a big winter swell come in, probably having chest to head high waves pretty much all week. You can see here it's kicking up a bunch on the bottom, making it pretty tough to see down there. So I actually didn't even get in the water that much, didn't even bother. But we got a decent day in, probably, I think it was Sunday, a couple days ago. Had one decent day, but it was not a good day for me. I missed a bunch of fish, didn't get any lobster. I ended up only pulling out one little perch, so I didn't get skunked at least, but definitely not a great week of diving. If you enjoy the video, please smash that like and subscribe button, and thanks for watching. So here's one of my favorite little lobster holes. Usually whenever I dive this spot, there's a bug or two here, but unfortunately today there just wasn't anything home. But it's just a really nice spot. There's a bunch of life here. You can see all the Garibaldi just pointing out all the little cracks and holes that the lobster are gonna be hiding in. So love that. It's one of my favorite spots to dive right there. This spot here is actually loaded with fish, but the swell and the current was just ripping through this little canyon down here. So there was no way I was gonna be able to get an accurate shot out. You see, I tried one there, but yeah, I was just nowhere near him. And this is actually a little spot I found in a dive a couple weeks ago. I had a pretty decent sized lobster in it, and today there was one sitting in there as well, but it was just such an awkward angle. I tried to grab him, but yeah, he got away from me pretty easy there. I actually saw this guy's feelers poking out from this hole from the surface. I tried to get in on him quick, but he wasn't really giving me a whole lot to work with, and he got out of there pretty quick. That hole was a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be too. And here's actually that same spot from a couple clips ago. Yeah, you can just see all the fish there. I tried to line up on one of these perch up on the top of this ledge, but I was just getting pushed around and they weren't having it either, so no luck there. There's another little shelf, just looking for lobster. Actually scared an eel here. You can kind of see it, its tail there. Look, I didn't shove my hand in there. Could have been a bad day, but yeah, again, no lobster home. And then ended up seeing this little sheep's head. He turned broadside, gave me a great shot, and I just completely whiff him. And again, dive bombing. I don't remember what it was. Maybe a little calico or another perch, but lining up on him, getting ready to shoot, and safety's on. Just a bad day for me. Just one of those days. And checking this little arch here, no lobster home. Saw this little crack. There was a few in there, but they were pretty small. I was just kind of looking around to see if there was going to be one big enough, but they weren't even close. And here's when my luck finally changed. Finally found this little perch, and then put a nice stone shot in him. At least I brought something home. This is kind of what I'm dealing with here today. Pretty decent sized swells kicking up everything down there. So I think I'm gonna head in, call it a day. Got put on a 2-week restriction of movement today by my bosses. And they told me I could only go out and do essential things. I'm like, well, yeah, like spearfishing, right? They said, no, that's not essential. I'm like, well, it's probably about the safest place I can be, underwater, literally no one else around. Plus, trying to find food. there's anything safer, more essential I can be doing. And when I told them that, they kind of stopped and thought about it for a little bit. And well, here I am. So I think I won that argument. But I'm doing a lot of this the next 2 weeks, it looks like. But I think that's it for me today. Really not worth diving. A little dangerous diving in about 2 feet of viz when it's ripping like this. So better be safe than sorry. I'm gonna head in. Call it a day. We're out.